Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a short clip of how I traveled back to Nigeria with my children for summer break. So in the first picture, they were all looking happy, excited for the trip, even though they didn't know where we were going to. It started out nice, but traveling with two infants on that too was very stressful. I couldn't imagine. God. We got into the plane. My son was happy, he was excited. It was a night journey with Ethiopian airline from JFK to Abidjan. So it was pretty easy because after dinner on the plane, everybody slept off. We arrived Abidjan by 1, I think 1 p.m. their time. They are 1 hour ahead behind Nigeria. My son was playing in the playground. Everything went well. It wasn't that difficult. So after a while, we were moved into the VIP lounge. So after we rested at the lounge, we had to continue with our connecting flights to Nigeria through Abidjan. The airline was really small. Sorry, the aircraft was really small and annoying because you could feel the sound in your ear. So I had troubles in that air flight back to Nigeria because I could just feel my ears popping, and it was so painful that I was imagining what my kids going through. But then we got to Lagos, Nigeria around 11 p.m. in the night. It was, I don't know, it was speechless. It felt good to be home. No matter what, home is still home. It felt so good to be home. All my children were exhausted. My husband and I, we were like, shege pro mass man. Traveling with these kids was really, really stressful. We went to the hotel, we slept. The next day, we freshened up. We continued our journey back to Enugu. For those of you that don't know, my husband's family stays in Enugu. Mine stays in Anambra, but we got to Enugu that the same day, the next day, which is whatever, June 16th. Then that was the same day my mother-in-law was retiring, so we went straight to the party. It was wonderful having to be in the Nigerian party again, reuniting with family members. It was so sweet. It was, oh my God, it was unexplainable. Considering the fact that in this country, in the USA, you just stay almost indoor. You go to work, you're back. So spending time with family, seeing people, greeting people, laughing, the DJ, the sound, everything was fantastic. My kids had fun. People, they played. There was no restriction to come back here, don't do this, do this. They had fun. I was so happy, even though mine was short lived. So my mom was happy. After the occasion, everybody went back. We had a peaceful night's rest. Like, that kind of sleep when you're back home after the stressful journey. I was literally exhausted. You could see it in my eyes. And then the next day, I had to rush out to go and make my hair. Like I said, my journey was short-lived. I had to go back to work. So I rushed back to make my hair because if you know, braid is expensive in America. So as you can tell from the video, I loved my braids. Somi Glam gave me what I wanted. And then after my braids, I went straight to Queen Luxury. I needed to do my microblade just because I wanted to try it out. Man, it was beautiful. I won't lie, also it was painful, but she tried her best. But I'm a very sensitive person. The next day, we took my child to the church. We took her for child dedication. We had earlier done her baptism in America, but we didn't do her dedication, so we took her for dedication, and I had to spend time with my family members and everything. Dedication went well. We took good pictures. Everything went well as planned. My parents were still in Enugu because they came in earlier on the Friday for the party, my mother-in-law's retirement party. So we all spent time. I appreciated every single moment, my dear. If you live in the abroad and go home, you will cherish every single second you spend with family member. And it was really fun. I don't know actually the right word to describe it, but I loved it so much. I was so happy, and we took really nice pictures, which I'm gonna put out some of them in this video. And like I said, I was really, really excited. And I'm happy my kids get to see what it feels like to be home and free, So after the church, we went home. I think I left for New York the next day. I will not lie to you, I missed my family very much. Okay, no, I took my family to the play park. I almost forgot. I took them to the play park, in ShopRite. If you are in Enugu, you know the ShopRite Center. They have this play park. I took my son. You could see he was jumping so he was so excited, like mommy. He was so happy. He played with his cousins. Even my little daughter was so excited. They had fun, of course, jumping, playing, just being free for a moment. I could see it in their eyes. They were literally very, very excited. Then after that, the next day was when I actually left. Actually, I left to New York back, and I will not tell you, I will not lie, that was very painful for me as a mother, because I missed my children so much. I missed my husband, but it's fun. Anyways, I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of the video. It's just a little clip, to share my own experience of how my kids went home, had fun with their grandparents, my husband's parents, my own parents. It was a totally awesome. It was awesome for them. Please don't mind what I was about to say. I don't even know what was about to leave my mouth. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get good at this voiceover thing. It was totally awesome for them. I'm sure they had fun, but then I miss them so much. Let's not forget the good food I had in Enugu, abacha, okpa, ukwa. Hey, name it. It was wonderful. The short weekend I had was beautiful. We came back on a Thursday. I left on a Monday. My kids spent 2 months. I went back to pick them alongside with my husband. Coming back, it was easy, breezy. Let's get to the whole video. This was me leaving them. I was feeling like, I'm going to go back and rest, have fun. But deep down, I knew I was going to miss them. Like I said, let me not bore you guys with the miss them. My son went to school, like pre-K, had fun. My daughter was at home enjoying all the love, care, from everybody. I guess they really had more fun than I imagined. This is them playing, having fun. I cut the long story short, I went back and we all came back to New York. It was lovely because guess what? My daughter started walking. My daughter started walking at 10 months. So this is both of us. When I came back, she was walking. My son was so happy. Guess what? He called me mommy when I came back. Because before we traveled, he wasn't calling me mommy. He was just shouting, daddy, daddy, daddy. So the highlight was that he called me mommy. And the journey back was easier. But we thank God for the successful summer break and hope to see more content from me. Because right now I've settled in and I'll be giving it back to back.